Hello again, my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with a Happy Mail video. Yay! And a little bit of chit chat, this, that, and the other. You know how I am. Hope all of you are doing really well today. I'm doing pretty spiffy. Well, because I have Happy Mail and things are going really nicely this weekend. Yeah. Um, just the other day, I made for the first time a hot sauce, and it was so easy to make, and it's so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, very, very tasty. It's not like Mount Vesuvius blow off your head spicy, but it's got a nice kick to it. It's very flavorful, and I think I might actually do a video on that in the reasonable future. Um, and I finished a project recently, and I'm really excited about that. I will be doing a tutorial on it, probably not this weekend, but I'm thinking maybe the next weekend. So really looking forward to that as well. Don't worry, I've got a tutorial for this weekend as always. And I have been busy as a bee reading, reading, reading. At your local library, do they have a summer reading program? They do at mine. And so I have been trying to up my game by reading a lot this summer. And so right now I'm in the process of reading 3 books at the same time, one of which is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but it happens. So right now, at this moment, I'm currently reading Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman, and I think it's rather good. It is a page turner, and I'm already like just over halfway through it, actually, and I'm rather enjoying it. Now, it's very, very genre specific. If you are not at all familiar with role-playing games, RPGs for short, this is not going to make a lot of sense to you. Because the entire book is essentially about a guy trapped in a role-playing game, if you will. And I love it. I think it's really quite good. It may not be your cup of tea, but I do recommend it. And it is the first of a series of like 7 books. In fact, I've been tearing through this one so fast that I picked up this one, which is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. This is book 2. I will be reading this one next. Now that's as far as my tangible books go. I'm also listening to an audiobook of And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. So good, one of my favorite books, and I like to reread it every now and again. In fact, I think it was one of my top 10 of books and movies that I had mentioned a couple of videos back. And so, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Basically, you have 10 strangers that are invited to an island for a weekend getaway. And, well, because it's a murder mystery, they get picked off one by one according to a nursery rhyme. It's really dark, but it's really good. And so I'm listening to the audiobook of that and an ebook that I'm reading, which is The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. And rather enjoying that. And so that one, it's sort of like an anti-self-help book. It's not written to coddle the reader. It's more like to give the reader a bit of a kick in the pants and be like, you know what? You're not going to have a pity party. You got problems. Everybody's got problems. You showed up. You don't get a participation award. You showed up. Now keep working. It's definitely more assertive in its approach than a lot of other self-help books. But yeah, that one is. So it's The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by, I want to say Mark Manson, I think is the author's name. I could be mistaken. At any rate, so reading those 3 at the moment. And also this past month, I've read The Exorcist, Rosemary's Baby, The Vampire Lestat, and The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. So I have been busy. Yes. And so, yes, today we also have some luscious looking Happy Mail. Well, I mean, I don't know what it looks like because it's still in the envelope, but I am so excited. And I'm giving a big thank you to Helen from Madison, Tennessee. Thank you so much in advance. I can't wait to see what's inside because it's been sitting on my counter for a couple days now. I can be patient. I may not like to be patient, but I can be patient. So we are going to open this today and see what's inside. All right, so I got my trusty little skizzers here. We're going to see if we can get into this relatively easy, I hope. We shall see. It's like, because I know, I can tell there's yarn in here, you know. This spider was not born yesterday, so I can tell that there's yarn in here, but I want to be careful. I'm getting there. I see some yarn already. Fortunately, it appears that the yarn is also in bags, so less risk of cutting the yarn. That's good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, somebody actually had written a question/complaint, if you will, like, why don't you do Happy Mail videos anymore? And so I responded, well, I would, but I haven't gotten any Happy Mail. It's been a while. And it's, you know what, it's as I always say, by the way, sorry for the crinklies. It's as I always say, I don't expect anything, but I appreciate everything. So it's, you know, it's one of those things, you know? So let's see. Ooh, somebody went on an ice shopping kick. So we have ourselves a bunch of ice yarns and, excuse me. So let's see what we have first. There's a lot of these types of packets in there, and this looks like some really nice thin stuff. Let's see. Sometimes the ice yarn labels, they're not very helpful as to like what the item is, but you know, like sometimes they say just the weight, not the yardage. But yeah, I haven't gotten any ice yarn in a long time. I think the last time it was when Russ, my good friend Russ from over at It's Raining Yarn, when he sent me some. So this, got a little tail here. This is thin stuff. It has sort of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a heather kind of appearance to it. It's very soft. And let's see, can I find out what it is? Ooh, okay, so it's a weight of 1. It is a super fine. Ooh, 35% silk and 65% merino. Whoa, you know I love merino. And it's got a lovely sort of chocolatey color to it. Oh, and I just shaved too. This is nice. And there are 6 of these little guys in here. Now, I don't know what the yardage is. Oh, wait. 190 meters. Now, because this is so thin, 190 meters, you know, the thinner it is, it's like the more mileage, that's the word I was looking for, the more mileage you get with the yarn. And I'm sure I can make up something lovely with this. I'm thinking that this would make a lovely cowl or a scarf indeed. I like it a lot. Ooh, thank you. Pop you back in there. So I got a lovely chocolatey brown, and you guys know I love me some earth tones. Ooh. And it looks like this might be the same stuff. Now, okay, so wait, I can see on here that it does say silk merino. I don't know if it's the same stuff. Oh, it is. See, silk merino. So even better, because if this is in fact the same stuff, then my possibilities just opened up exponentially. Because if this is the same fiber content, then I can go mixy-matchy. So 35% silk, 65% merino wool. That was the same, right? 35% silk and 65% merino. Ooh, this is awesome because you know what? These two together would look awesome together. In fact, I kind of have a hankering actually to do some more Fair Isle work. And because the contrast is very distinct between these two, an obvious light and an obvious light and an obvious dark, that would go really nicely. Although it's been forever and a year since I've done color work using such fine yarn, but this stuff is so gorgeously soft. I love this. And so I've got 6 of these bad boys. Now this is sort of like a golden mustardy, chocolatey, you know, much more of like a, ooh, hazelnut. It's more like a toasted hazelnut kind of color. I love it. What's next? Ooh! Now, is this green or is this gray? Kind of hard to tell through the plastic. Let's see. But it looks like it is also the same stuff, is it? Yes, it is! Oh, Helen, you spoil me so, and I thank you so. Now, is this a green or is this a brown? It seems like a grayish green, if you will. So pretty. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And these colors go so nicely together. Let me pop you out. Because, I mean, this is where we're at so far. They go really, really nicely together indeed. Ooh, I'm loving. And oh, there is so much in here. Helen, you're killing me. I love it. Now, okay, so actually this bag looks the same as this guy here. Yeah, I would say. So now I've got 12 of these suckers. That's awesome. And I've got 6 more of the greenish ones. Ah! I am not going to have to worry about yardage. No, indeed. Now I'm thinking maybe, maybe a vest. I don't know. The only reason I said vest off the top of my head is because then you don't have to worry about yardage for sleeves. I don't know. Well, what else we got? Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so digging in here, it looks like we have... Okay, so this one's different. I almost thought it was this guy, but it's a little bit lighter. So this one, it looks almost peachy, if you will. This looks sort of peachy. Then again, it is kind of hard to tell in this room because the lighting, it's sort of the bane of my existence, you know, but we do what we can, right? But yeah, this one has very much a peach-like color to it. Now this one actually, because it doesn't quite go with the others, I'm thinking I could give this to my mama. And I think she would love this because she makes a lot of cowls. Especially, it's a granny Mobius cowl. She makes a lot of those, let me tell you. And she always gets hung up on the number of twists. It happens. But, you know, she does some beautiful work. Right now, she's doing a gorgeous knitted blanket. I want to say it's like lap throw size, using Pound of Love, I think. And she is doing a fabulous job on it. It's sort of like a modified rib, if you will, but I think this might be going to my mama. She usually doesn't work with very, very fine yarn, but I'll try to convince her. So we got that. So many pretty things. And then what else we got? Stuck in there. Oh, okay, so we have another one of the dark brown, another one of these guys. So that leads me to 6 times 3 is 18 of these. So actually, this could be like the main base color, and then the hazelnut and the green could be like the accents, if you will. I'm loving this. And then, ooh, we've got a lighter one. This one is definitely lighter than this one here. So let's pop this out. So let's do our little comparison. They go so nicely together. So yeah, I have the most of this one, but I've got 6 of these and 6 of these and 6 of these, and I've got like 18 of these. So yeah, like I said, this could be like the main base color, and then these could be like the complementary accent bits. So far I'm digging it. Pop you to the side. I've got 2 more. And is this the same one? It is the same one. Okay, so now I've got 24 of these little guys. You know what? I might even be able to make a sweater. It's possible. You know, a lovely lightweight cardigan. That would be cool. I could go with that. And then, ooh, and we got another one of these guys. So, dang. All right. Okay, nothing else in there. Good. Okay. Always, always, always like to make sure. And so I'll pop you to the side. Okay, so the grand total, if you will. Oh my. Okay, so we have 24 of the dark brown. And we have 12 of the sort of, I want to say, grayish brown, if you will, the lighter. So 12 of those. And 6 of these. And 12 of these. So 24, 12, 12, and 6. Now, like I said, I mean, this one, it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but I think that as far as the others going together, I think that this one on the end there, as much as I like it, I think that the other 4 really go together really well. Now, if I did, okay, if I were to add this one in, I would have to use it, I feel I would have to use it like really sparingly, just sort of like a single row or round, whatever, here and there to give sort of like a highlight kind of thing. Whereas the other ones, you know, I would say that these 2 are very similar in tone. These 2 are a little bit darker, if you will. You know, and then that one is just, it's really light and good for contrast, but it's a little bit more on the light peach as opposed to like the earthy, rich tones. You know, I'm loving them though. My gosh. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Helen. I really appreciate it. Made my day. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do though, because I mean, I'm kind of tempted to maybe do something like a cardigan because I believe that I have sufficient amounts of yardage in order to create a decent sized cardigan. You know, maybe like a duster that goes like way past the butt, you know, closer to the knees even. Probably wouldn't do a hood though. Probably do like nice wide collars kind of thing, and sleeves. Yes, sleeves. And I'm thinking perhaps try to do the colors in such a way where like you know, I would have like stripes on the sleeves, but try to have them symmetrical so that, you know, it's not like a bunch of stripes on one and not on the other and asymmetric. With certain things, I do like symmetry, especially when you can control the colorways manually, as opposed to like a yarn with a colorway stripe already in it. I know I'm rambling, but my addled brain gets all sorts of ideas, and I'm excited. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, maybe a cardigan. It would, however, be very, very lightweight and also very thin. So I don't know. I need your thoughts. I need your thoughts because I love the colors. Absolutely love the colors because, yes, anything earth tone or autumnal or anything like that, I'm just huge fan. And you hit the nail right on the head. And yes, I do think that my mom is really going to like this. I think so. I'll let you know. Woo, it's so nice getting goodies, and I really thank you so very, very much. And yeah, for those of you that may not know, in the description box of my videos, all the way at the bottom, I do have my P.O. box if you want to. No pressure, no. But you know, I really appreciate it. Yeah. And oh, I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna make. I don't know. But I could use some suggestions. You know, like if you had this, what would you do with it? You know, would it be crocheted? Would it be knitted? Would it be maybe a blanket or a wearable, like a scarf or a hat or fingerless gloves or what? Let me know. Yeah. And want to thank all of you for joining me today. I hope you liked the video, you know, a little unboxing, unbagging, however you want to put it, a little chit chat, you know, this, that, the other. And yeah, so listen, you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you all, and have a great day, and bye for now.